Hi, guys. Sorry I can't be with you today. I want to go over really quick. You're looking at public companies versus private companies. You're going to do a little bit of research to differentiate between the two. And then I'm going to ask you to evaluate a number of stocks using a table. So I want to introduce you today to Google Finance. So in your search bar, you're just going to type in Google Finance. When Google Finance comes up, it'll be the first option. If you click that, this all is Google Finance. Now we're going to click in the search finance. And for the example today, I want to use Apple. So everything on the screen now has to do with Apple stock. The biggest thing on the screen here, this 105.71, is the current price that Apple is selling at. This minus 2.72 is the net change from yesterday's closing. And right now we are after hours for when I'm recording this. If you look, it says after hours. Here we have the 52-week range. This 89.47 would be the lowest Apple stock is traded in the last 12 months. And 119.92 would be the highest Apple stock is sold for in the last 12 months. Annual dividend. We talked a little bit about how companies, one of the ways you can make money off of stock is through them sharing their profits with their shareholders, and that's called a dividend. And Apple does give a dividend. It's 57 cents per share. They give their dividends quarterly. The yield is 2.16. If you're not sure what this stands for, if you hover over dividend yield, it will tell you what the dividend yield is. It's the value of the latest dividend multiplied by the number of times dividends are typically paid per year. So if it's quarterly, it's times 4. So it's $2.16. Then we can take a look at PE ratio. Typically, the higher the PE ratio, the better the stock is, only because it means that the market is expecting great things over the next few months or the next few years with this company. Now, a PE ratio of 12.77 doesn't really mean anything unless you start looking at other companies in the industry. So you can scroll down here and it will give you other companies in the industry. Now, I added PE ratio to this by adding or removing columns. So you may need to do that to get the PE ratio. But if you take a look at, I don't know what I did. I hit something. But here's Apple, 12.77. If you take a look at SanDisk, it's 37.18. It's a little bit of a different company than Apple. The closer to Apple would be Microsoft, and that's 27.79. So why would be my question. Why is the PE ratio lower for Apple than it is for Microsoft? So you'd have to explore that more, but I am going to be asking you to record the PE ratio for different companies. The current price, I said before, is the biggest, and then the net change. That's what you're going to need to know to explore today's lesson and to get the stocks evaluated that you need to evaluate. I do want to bring your attention here to this nifty graphic in the middle of the page. What we have here is the last 3 days. It goes from Thursday, November 10th to today at 2 p.m. What we have, and then there's a bunch of letters here. What this is saying is where the stock has gone, the Apple stock has gone. And then these letters represent news items that have happened with Apple today. So you can click on those news items and kind of learn why the stock has gone up or down. Here is related companies. Here's a description at the bottom of what Apple is. Okay, here's their officers and their directors. There's different external links that you might need. So all of this will help you fill out the table that is in Schoology. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.